It's shed time.
Yeah, but today's the day that we're gonna give away something finally.
Sweet.
Is it really? Why? Like what?
Be,
Like
because we just determined with the patrons that at this stage, given that SoundCloud is a dead spot, it's time to start doing giveaways.
does that mean that I should just like delete SoundCloud from my phone?
I
Because
mean,
I used to
yeah,
only check it out to like look at the numbers.
yeah, yeah. If you're not using it, get rid
I
of
don't
it.
use it for anything else. Because I
'Cause,
even when I listen to like back on some of the podcasts, I just go through the website, bro.
yeah, because that's the thing, right? Is that like it's not a viable space for us to work with, and so the patrons agreed it was time to move on from that platform and finally get the giveaways going. It's season 3. We need to give some shit away, and I think this is where we're going to start the podcast. So let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go.
What's going on, friends? It's your boy Stan Tenacious TX Vapes. You are listening to the sexiest podcast since Betty White, and now, Shedtime.
Welcome back to another episode of the Shedtime podcast, and you guys just heard it. It's a giveaway day. We're finally going to get rid of some stuff.
Oh, offloading stuff.
Yes. And here's the deal. Patrons are getting the opportunity to get into this giveaway because you know what, guys, it's been 2 whole seasons that we've been trying to get this giveaway rolling, and we have not been able to get that SoundCloud number where we needed it to. And we know you guys are out there listening, you guys are waiting, you guys are watching, like, when are we gonna get these giveaways? So this first giveaway is going to be a patron only giveaway, and it's for one of the tube mechs that we've got.
Oh
So,
shit, dude.
yeah.
So it's a crazy giveaway. Is what you're saying? Like
This is
it's
why-
not just
yeah.
a giveaway.
This is why it's a patron, because we know the patrons that we have the way we do. We know that they can safely handle and operate this device. Oop, bumped my microphone stand. But they can actually, safely use this. They understand the safety precautions that go into that whole process. And so it only makes sense because we can't just give a mechanical mech mod out to somebody and not know for sure that they understand how to properly use it, right? Like,
Yeah, no, okay. Now my question is,
We know what.
so is this like giveaway getting done today, or is this just like the announcement that this is going to happen? So like if somebody were to, let's say, want to join our Patreon to get in on the giveaway, we'll like kind of announce it next week.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, so we are letting it be known now that the giveaway is happening via Patreon. The odds are very much in your favor because there's not a lot of patron members there. So you guys want to get in on that? It's a great opportunity. And
Come on in. Water's fun.
We'll be drawing a winner out of those names for one of the mech mods. I did, in fact, already hook up a patron with an item because I know I can't include him in this giveaway. So shout out to a good friend of ours, Dylan, actually, our friend that we had on who's writing his horror ghost story book. He's been a patron
sick.
of ours
He was
for...
such a chill dude too.
Yeah, he's been a patron of ours now for a while. He actually won himself a brand new grinder.
Nice.
Nice. Congrats, bro.
Yes,
Congrats.
yes. He won himself a brand new
Appreciate the
grinder.
support.
So that was actually the very first giveaway prize to go out to any of our patrons, which was really cool because obviously I could just meet him in person and hand it off. And it was really cool to see just how grateful he was for it. And this is what I want to do, man. Like, I want to make these people happy. I want to spread love and joy like that. And, it's time. It's time. So you guys heard it here. Go jump on the Patreon if you want to get on this because we'll be letting you know what it is. We're going to draw that name on next week's show. So super exciting news there, guys. I know you guys just got back from your lovely trip down to Steel Valley, and our listeners got a great clip show in your absence which I just want to say was a lot of fun to make, because going back and reliving those clips was kind of fun, because I went all the way back to the Pot Brothers at Law from season 1.
Dude, there's a lot of good episodes, bro. And I can't, there's some that like I almost forget about, just because like we've done so many now. And then there's so many that also kind of like blended together to where like I think they're the same episode sometimes, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like getting to like go back and like just hear those like specific moments, bro. Like those are like some of the ones that I remember, like the most, you know what I mean, that like stand out and be like, oh dude, I remember when we were sitting there talking with like the Pot Brothers or fucking George when we had him on and chatting about that, or just like whatever. And it's dope, man. I think it's cool for people that may have just stumbled upon us, you know what I mean? It's like a little, you know, peek behind the curtain of what's already been done and what they can kind of expect, and they can also kind of like see like sort of how the show has grown too, you know.
Yeah, dude.
We've definitely evolved. I think that's like one thing that's cool, and I'm sure that like the people that kind of listened to last week's episode, or I guess it was last week's episode. My bad. That they'll really appreciate that too, I think, because it's one of those things that, you know, it's like when you're doing something, it feels like everything's going well, and it feels like everything feels normal, like you're going along the plan and whatever else. And it's just, as time progresses, you kind of evolve as like an artist or a content creator or whatever it happens to be. And at one point you can be happy with something, and then when you look back at it and you look compared to what you're doing more recently, it's like, whoa, bro, like we really have grown. Like that thing happens to me all the time with like mixing, for example. Like I'll look back at past recipes that I thought were really solid recipes, and they still are good recipes, but when you compare them to something that you've done recently, it all like kind of changes your perspective on what you've done before. And you're like, yo, those were good, but I'm getting pretty fucking good. And I kind of get that vibe from us, because I feel like we knew each other really well when we started this. It's not like we've got to know each other like infinitely more or anything, but we've just gotten more comfortable with the vibe of the show, the flow of the show, the less structure, but there still is structure, if that even makes sense. It's like we've just kind of evolved into like this better product.
Yo,
I feel, you know what I mean? And I think that like for all the people that are, you know, listening to last week's show, they probably couldn't even see that, because, you know, there was those time jumps in between clips that you can really just kind of get the vibe of like how much more comfortable we might have been. Or like, I think that what a lot of people might forget, whether or not, you know, this is true or not, but dude, when the Pot Brothers Outlaw came on our show, like we've barely been doing it for very long. Like we were not what we are right now. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that people listening to that show were like, yo, man, okay, I wonder what they'd be like now if they came back on the show. Like, would it be a different vibe? Like, would it be a different thing? And that's kind of dope, because that means that more people will probably notice. Like, if anybody does notice that, like, hit us up and just say, yo, like, we love where the show's gone, or how the evolution of the show, just because that kind of feedback, not only does it really spur us to like keep on growing, but it also just kind of like gives us that little bit of a pat on the back that we are actually progressing, which I think that anybody out there that's creating content always likes to kind of get that every so often. Just like, yo, dude, like you've come a long way. Even though you didn't start at the bottom, you're still just rising. And I would like that if anyone told me that. So I want to tell you guys that I know that like you guys definitely have. So I'm assuming that I have too. Just kind of progressed in a way that it's been nice.
Evident.
So it's a nice flashback episode for sure.
Yeah, like it's evident when you watch this episode, because like to give you guys the timeline, right? Because I know like you boys haven't had a real chance to, you know, digest any of it yet. It literally is going to start with Pot Brothers at Law, and that actually aired August 2nd of 2020.
That's fucking wild, dude.
Right? So that's how far back we start. From there, we revisit having Speak the Rebel on in January of 2021. And this was actually the second time we had Speak on. From there, we go to Berluminati when we had Jake and John on. And that was March of 2021. And then we fast forward all the way to November of 2021 when we have George on. So
yeah, and I feel like when we had George on, like a lot of us were really like we're in the zone. I feel like that was like a really good episode because I think that like George not only dropped so much knowledge for us, but I just feel like we were vibing. Like I feel like we were vibing with what George was saying because we all kind of have that like that passion for Dynavap too.
Well, at that point, we were more of a well-polished machine. You know what I mean? It's just like we already kind of knew what the vibe was when we got into the room. You know what I mean? Like we already kind of had like questions and stuff already kind of thought about ahead of time. You know, we were prepared. You know what I mean? It's like we've been around the block once or twice already by then. And it's just like, all right, man, come hang out, and you know, we'll do the damn thing. And we did the damn thing, you know.
You know what? Yeah, 100%. And it's cool because I mean, at that point too, having George on, that's like our two with Donna, Joe King. That would be our fourth,
like Dynavap oriented.
Dynavap, specific guest show because we've also had a couple where we just talked more in depth about our own experiences as just the few of us, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like. We've spent a lot of time talking about Dynavap on this show for sure.
Speaking of Dynavap, just real quick little side note, bro. Just because we actually kind of turned a couple people on to Dynavaps when we were out in old Ohio. Shout outs to Cody over there at Steel Valley because Mr. Ashton Palmer actually hooked him up with like a badass blue belly coated.
Yeah, dude, it was
2021
nice.
M, bro, and dude, he handed it to him and like he just like kept coming back to me, dude. This thing's sick, bro.
Dude, he was cheesing so hard when he like passed to me. He's like, "Yo, dude, you want to hit this?"
Yeah, he was super stoked on it. And then good old F and Delight, he broke his back out and you know popped a couple in there, and he's like, dude, he's like, honestly, man, he's like, it was pretty good, bro. And good old Sewer Rug too. Shout out to Sewer Rug. He picked himself up the whole kit and caboodle, bro. Got the whole cleaning aspect of it with the, the pipe cleaners, got him a little dyno wax and, lighter, a little dugout, like the whole shebang, bro. He's ready to go. And he's been enjoying it too, man.
Yes. This is the shit we like to hear.
What it's
guys,
about, man.
If you're out there listening and you've picked up a Dynavap based on our influence, please send us an email. Tell us your story of your experience with the Dynavap because we would love to hear it. And if you're cool with it, we'd love to talk about it here on the show. I think it would be a really cool topic to hear your stories and, reflect on your experiences. Maybe we can give you some feedback, those sort of things. So if that's something you guys want to hear, send us an email. You guys know where to find it. Go over to the shedtimepodcast.com. There's a contact spot. You can find the email right there. But yeah, that'd be super, super fucking cool. But this is an interesting topic. I know you both competed in a cloud comp while you were down there.
School, bro.
So I need to set the scene for listeners who are not familiar with this idea. So obviously, any of our listeners are familiar with the fact that we quit smoking through using vaporizers, and there's obviously a subset of the vaping community, which we are a part of, that are very hobbyist about this. And as you get deeper into the hobby, you realize that you can do things like compete and see who can blow a bigger vape cloud. And that's what we call a cloud comp in the vape industry. So the boys had an opportunity to compete, and basically, to give you a quick breakdown, the idea is that people are going head to head and literally trying to blow the biggest cloud. There's usually a measuring system against a wall where you can literally visually see who blew the wider, longer cloud, and the judges decide who wins and moves forward. And you guys fucking killed it, I hear.
Well, as a matter of fact, James, Ashton, and myself finished 1, 2, 3.
We showed up for
James
the fucking
and I were
Shedtime
actually
crew.
in the finals, and I like narrowly won, I guess, which was dope because we both won like some pretty cool prizes. I I'm I'm gonna just like tell you guys a little something. I'm 100% putting it all into crypto, my winnings, because I actually won cash. So whenever I get that cash, which it sounds like it's going to be on Monday, I'm just going to be buying some ADA and just rolling with it. But James, you should tell what you got, because it's the great thing about it is you already enjoy this company, and I did not necessarily enjoy it, so it almost worked out really good.
It kind of worked out. Like at the end of the day, we probably would have even like worked out a trade or something. Like, hey, bro, like I'll give you like some cash for it if you want, dude. Like, let's. Anyways, I ended up getting a fresh new RCM Russian custom mods all the way out of Russia. Which was the cool thing about this too was it was actually donated by one of Will's customers. Like he showed up for the event and stuff, and was like hanging out, and then all of a sudden he like kind of went outside, came back in. He's like, walks up to Will. He's like, hey, whoever takes second place wins this, man. And the funny thing about it is he actually just bought it from Will himself. Like he bought it from Will and then came back and donated it back to the shop for the competition, which I thought was pretty cool. Shout out
No,
to
dude,
you,
it is
man.
so
Like,
generous.
That's a class
For
act
sure.
right there.
So yeah, I ended up taking second place, which is crazy because the first time I ever competed in one of these, which was the last time I was at Will's, I like failed, like flat on my face. It was bad. But this time around, man, I guess I did pretty well. The cool thing about it too is like we'd stream the whole thing through Instagram Live. So whoever was literally watching the live was judging the cloud comp. You know what I mean? So like I had my phone set up across the room, looking directly at whoever was competing, and that way they could see and be like, all right, throw the name in and who you think won. And it was pretty cool, dude, because like we got whoever wasn't able to make it to the event.
They were a part of it.
They were a part of it, man.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool, man. It was fun, dude. And like I think it is pretty funny how it worked out, where it was like Chris, me, the Ashton, 1, 2, 3, like that. Showing out for the Shedtime.
And like
boys.
I'd never done it before either. So like the fact that like we basically had like two really green people in the finals, and then Ashton literally used to like tour like Washington and shit.
Yeah, he used to do
and like do cloud comps. I felt really accomplished. When I went against him in the semifinals, I was like, dude, if I lose, like, what do I expect? I've never done this before. But we pulled it, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And like it's funny, right? Because again, for listeners who maybe aren't familiar, like this is usually like in these situations, the room is so fogged out. It's like
bad.
it's like a goddamn haunted house at Halloween. Like
we literally had to like stop a few times in the middle of it and like open the door and turn some exhaust fans on because like it was getting hard to see across the room, bro.
Yeah,
it was pretty gnarly.
Back in my days managing a vape shop, we hosted a couple cloud comps, and it was always hysterical because you'd get through like your first round, and then you'd have to take a 10-minute break to open all the doors on both ends of the store, let the whole building air out, and then start over again.
I don't even think we ever completely got that thing to air out.
No, I don't think
Like,
you could. There was a pretty good amount of people there, and then obviously there's a pretty good amount of people that were like in the event.
Yeah. Like there was, I think we had like 16 people that competed, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good turnout for a cloud comp, especially in today's age. And like,
and it was all the homies too. You know what I mean? It was cool. And then a couple, the regulars. At the
a couple
shop,
of regulars to Will's shop. Yeah, that we didn't.
Cool,
I never know.
Yeah.
I didn't know who they were. Honestly, it was a great weekend though. Even a lot of those regular people. When I say regular people, I mean like the regulars to Will's shop, the people that are regulars there. They were super chill too, man. Everybody was super friendly. I felt like incredibly welcome. Even if I didn't know everyone as well as I did, I still would have felt welcome.
Well, I mean, if you've even casually consumed our content, then you're familiar with who Will is, and I feel like you can't be an asshole and hang out in Will's shop. Like I just feel like you have to be a pretty laid back, chill person to be able to like actually hang out there. Because
well, here's the thing: you could be an asshole, but only to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Because Will does have that little bit of asshole in him, as well as a few people at the shop. But like at the end of the day, they're like that all in fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right, they're the
they're
fun
still
Turns
nice
asshole.
into like you
people.
being like an actual like fucking like dick.
Yeah, you
know
can't
what I
be
mean?
a
Like
bad
a real
kid.
asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing it to be a dick. Like that's different. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely, dude. Like everybody there that works at the shop. You know, shout outs to our man DC Rackley. He seems like he's fucking just like in his own, like finally, like just
Yeah,
like
he's like
his
found that
spot,
good
dude.
groove, you know?
Yeah, seems like he's doing good out there, man. Dude cocks me up, man, because he's one of those guys he can be kind of an asshole, bro, but he's doing it all in fun, dude. He's one of the most sarcastic dudes I know, but I fucking love it.
Yep, that's
I
why
love
he and
it.
I get along so
I
well.
love
Sarcasm
DC.
is
Shout
my
outs to you,
second
bro, if you're
language.
listening to this, man.
Yeah, shout out to DC. You know,
And
and that's
shout
another
outs to
great
Jess
thing.
and Cody too, man, and John. They're all great people there at the shop.
You know, seeing your people thrive in an environment that's good for them is always cool. You know, it's crazy to take too that sometimes that's what it takes is like this, you know, a big switch up, and all of a sudden you're like, bam, now I'm thriving, and you know, shout out to people who want to do that. I've been talking a lot with people about this whole construct that like I'm trying to keep it in perspective more that life is really about experiences and not about the day-to-day shit, you know?
No, dude, the day-to-day shit is the stuff that you literally have to survive to have the fucking good experiences. You know what I mean? To take those chances. It's like if you don't have a job, you can't save up money to try to make that dream happen. You know,
Right.
you got to do the job part. It sucks sometimes, but it is what it is. It's just like doing homework. It gives you that opportunity to go to like university or college for something you want to do, to give yourself that opportunity. It sucks, but you got to do it.
But at the end of the day, you know what? 10 years from now, you're not going to remember all the hours you worked to be able to go down and do that trip you just took. You're not going to,
Yeah, dude, those
you know what
aren't
I mean?
gonna
You're just going to
fucking bring you
remember the
down.
memory of the trip.
Yeah, you'll be like, yo, you remember when we went to that trip? You're not like, yo, you remember how we sweated so fucking hard just to get the money scraped together to
Right.
go on that trip? That's like a very brief thought. You might still think it, but the overwhelming
dude, it's just
thought
like
process is like,
it's
that
just
was
like
dope.
for me, for instance, the last 2 times that I go out to Steel Valley, you know, I had like some, you know, major shit happen, like, you know, for like financially for me. And it's just like, well, shit. Now that's one thing I'm gonna have to worry about, you know, when I get back. But I made sure I didn't worry about it while I was gone. You know what I mean? It's like I'm gonna take the time to enjoy this trip, even though, you know, it may, you know, be a little bit hard when I get back. I need to take the time to, like you guys say, experience that little moment, you know what I mean? And that journey that was that week. And
Yeah, dude,
I'm
you gotta
glad
live in the present, no matter
Yeah.
what you're doing, right? And I think that gets lost for a lot of people. So, like, because in retrospect, if you look at kind of the aftermath that I had from that trip, like it was pretty negative. And like, I don't know if I would have went through with it beforehand, knowing that happened after. Like, am I glad that I went? Yes. You know what I mean? But it's just like that's that kind of thing. So it's like I can't let negative things at the tail end of that trip be the reason why I wouldn't do it again. You know what I mean? Just like
Right.
anything.
Yeah, and I mean that's think is again in 10 years, are you really going to think much about, you know, the time lost at the end, or are you just going to again look back fondly on the memory?
No, like it'll be one of those things that I remember it as a time of my life, but it's not what kind of dominates that. For
Right.
me,
It'll be
it's like, yo,
grains
dude, I
of
went-
sand on the beach compared to the whole
It's
landscape.
like I got to see James again. I hadn't seen him in years. I got to meet Ashton for the first time. Will, DC, like so many people. Sewer Rug, all like there's a ton of people. Honestly, there was barely anyone that I'd even met there other than James and Corey. Previous.
I think that was pretty much it. on Lethal, but no, you didn't even really.
I didn't even really meet
Lethal.
him. There's a picture of me in 2019, and he's in the foreground, and I'm in the background.
Yeah,
but I don't remember him, and I never was like, "Yo, what's going?"
I think I was one of the only people that have met everybody there before.
Because, like, you and I had
There's
talked
like
to
one
Lethal in 2019 at that event briefly. I remember that. Like,
Yeah,
you
but like
introduced Lethal
James,
to me.
I had met like a lot of the other people that Chris hadn't met in like Houston or like in fucking DC, because like
or Idaho.
There was an opportunity where I had a chance to go to a couple places and do some stuff, which was cool. But yeah, dude, like I was one of the lucky ones that had met everybody at the shop already. You know what I mean? I met DC prior to an event out here. You know what I mean? I got him to come out to ECC with me and Danny Castle. Dude, shout out to Danny Castle too, by the way, bro. I miss you.
Yeah, I did.
Hopefully you're doing
Danny.
well.
Yeah, man.
But dude, I just love those fucking trips, man. Like, regardless of like what it takes to get there and what happens after, those moments that happen while I'm there, dude, are some of my favorite fucking memories, bro.
See, like, I like that we're reaching a stage in life around the world and stuff that we have things like conventions. You know what I mean? Because like,
dude, even just traveling, you know what I mean? Like, it was expensive for me to international travel because of like the extra testing that I had to fucking get done on my way back and whatever else. But besides that, like, it was pretty simple. Like, getting into America, they're like, yo, okay, cool. Yeah, we see your passports. It was just like same old, same old. And like, they just skipped another question and then like asked a more relatable question to like current day today, right? And I was like, oh, all right, cool. That was easy peasy. And then they're like, yeah, have a good one. So yeah, dude, it's like, I don't want to say that life's back to normal because it'll never be normal, I don't think, again, compared to like normal of like 2019, for example. But it's definitely getting like more easy to do things.
Yeah, like,
I think.
I mean, like, I know here in America, the CDC recently started to say that we can like relax the mandates on indoor mask wearing.
Yeah, like out here they just dropped the mask mandate, and it's like when we were out in Ohio, like I don't think any of us wore a mask anywhere we went.
I don't think that I did in the hotels, because when I went in the hotels, like everyone was wearing them, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And like, this is a place where I'm around other people I don't know. Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, but like everywhere we went,
but like, yeah, when we were eating at the restaurant, like, what are you gonna do? Wear a mask? I dude, that's the first time that I've been out since all this. Like, went out to a restaurant. To be honest,
dude, I've been out to a few, but like not. I didn't go like out as many times as I did while I was there. Like that was
like
the
restaurants
most, like,
have been open. Just
that was the most like going out, like just like in the world that I'd done probably since all this shit really went down.
I've eaten at a lot of different places through.
Well, no, I did go to Houston, so I guess there's that. But that was kind of like the midway point. Anyway.
Oh yeah, Houston. That Houston trip, man. You guys tore it up on that one.
Dude, I'm just
doing cool shit's fun though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just ready for the next one, bro.
Dude, Vegas, baby.
Yeah, dude. CNFT-Con, bro. October.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, the cool thing about that one,
I'm only gonna go there for one day, and the rest of the time I just want to do cool shit in Vegas. You know, like go. Yeah. I want to go to like the desert and like light off like a bomb or some shit. Like, you can pay crazy money to do stuff like that. Like, why not? You know,
I just want to go to hang out with the boys, bro.
That's what I mean, that too.
And the cool thing about it for me, like, unfortunately, I know for you, it's going to be a fucking trek to get there. But like for me, it's a 3-hour drive, bro. I could fucking leave after I get off work on Friday, fucking get there Saturday, hang out all fucking day, or get there Friday night, hang out all day Saturday, most of the day Sunday, leave Sunday evening. And then,
dude, the trip for me, if I fly, it'll be like pretty close to the same trip that you had to Will's. Like, it'd probably be like an extra 40 minutes tops on the flight.
But are you gonna fly?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's still like a long way away.
I remember you talking about driving.
Well, dude, part of me really wants to fucking road trip it so I can like drive up like the West Coast and like go through California up into like I guess whatever, Oregon, is that the next one up?
Mm-hmm.
And and then come up through Canada. And I've never driven like all the way across Canada before, or like from the West Coast out like east. And I really kind of want to do that, but it's obviously going to be a little bit more pricey, you know, like renting a car for 2 weeks, because I would have to be like 2 weeks. Renting a car for 2 weeks would be fairly pricey. And all that gas, especially like driving where I'm driving, like all
Dude,
through
and
California,
especially
and
where
shit.
the gas prices are at right now, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, and then once you get up to BC, like in British Columbia, bro, it's like $2.10 a liter. That's like over $7.50 a gallon, probably USD.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not too far from that out. It's not
Yeah, dude. So like,
dude,
I'll
it's
just be like the
five.
whole trip, I'll just be
It's
paying like
gnarly right
out
now,
the
dude.
wazoo.
I
It's-
know.
I'll have to be like,
Dude.
do you have something that barely runs on gas? Thanks, I'll rent
Dude,
that.
I'm just so glad my commute went from an hour to 15 minutes, bro, because I'm gonna be saving so much fucking money on gas, dude.
Oh yeah, especially with the
bro.
hike and everything. Oh fuck yeah, dude.
I
Dude, this
fucking-
gas
oof.
Anyways, I gotta
situation
take
is so
this
crazy,
dab.
man.
I've been sitting here holding this rig with this fucking fresh dab of white papaya in it for like 10 minutes now.
Speaking of gas, get in it.
Yeah, dude.
But
Oh,
dude,
man.
honestly, I'm like nervous about this summer and the gas prices though. Like, this is like the adult me talking right now. I'm like, yo, if I want to drive anywhere, it's gonna cost me like double
I
what
mean,
it cost me last summer. And I didn't really drive
Cheers.
anywhere last summer.
I'm right there with you. Like the adult me is looking at the world now, going like shit, right? Like my utility bills are twice what they were last year. My food cost is almost double what it usually is. Like, holy crap! It in the last like 6 months got extremely expensive just to maintain your normal lifestyle. And like I was talking
Just
to
to
my
live the
wife.
exact same.
Yeah, like
Like,
I was talking
literally
to my
no
wife
change.
about it. It's like we almost have to start thinking about it like this. We are in the beginning of our generation's Great Depression, right? Like when you think about like what our grandparents and great grandparents had gone through the depression and stuff, we're almost at a point where like we need to start using some of those techniques so that we can save our money now.
Well, dude, it's like the only difference between, like, I'm sure there's many differences, so nobody judge me for what I'm about to say, but I feel like there's a lot of similarities to do with the Great Depression and stuff, but the problems are so much different, right? Because there's a lot of work, right? But like everything's getting so friggin' expensive that a lot of jobs that you could get can't even provide what you need. So like, does that job even count? If you can't survive off that job, does that job any better than a job? Any better than not having a job? Like, I don't see it.
Right.
Inflation is real, bro. That's all.
Dude,
That's
and
like
it's
that's
just
what it
went-
is, bro.
Yeah, dude,
it's insane.
went crazy fast.
It's crazy, dude. Because it's just like I think about when I first started working out of high school and the kind of jobs that I was holding and like the amount of money I had and the things that I was able to do. You know what I mean? And now looking at like the job that I have and the amount of money I'm making and how much harder it is to just stay afloat. You know what I mean? And stay on top of shit and still have, you know, a little bit here and there to do some stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy, dude. And it's only been, you know, like fucking 10 years.
Yeah. Like it makes you start to think about like how, all right, I live in an immigrant neighborhood. I have a lot of Brazilians and stuff that live in my neighborhood, and they come from places where it's entirely common to pack like 10 families into like a 2-bedroom house because it's the only way to afford that space, right? And so they come to America and they're like, oh my God, it's great. I can breathe. I only need to pack 4 people into this space. Like, it's crazy because I'm starting to understand how a place like Brazil got there with the value of their dollar being so little that now it takes so many people to live inside of one home just to keep it running, because we're getting there now where it's like, shit, I almost need to like find a whole nother married couple to live with so that way we can like split the difference 4 ways and actually have a real nice house.
Yeah. I think it's also like, you know, of course, dependent on the area. Because, dude, it's like when we were in Ohio, huh, Chris? Dude.
Houses were free, bro. It was hilarious.
It was ridiculous.
Like,
Compared
honestly,
to
I couldn't even believe it.
like the houses out there compared to the house, like that same house out here, and the difference in price, bro, it's mind blowing, dude.
Dude, it's like 1/6, if that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But that's the thing, right? Is like what's in that part of Ohio.
Yeah,
dude, there's a ton of stuff there. I think that you could definitely survive.
I think part of it's just like the fucking climate, you know what I mean? And those sorts of things. Like, are you wanting to move to somewhere where in the winter, the roads are icy, it's fucking snowing, you're gonna have to, those sorts of things. Like,
yeah, and also if you wanted to like ride a bike there, that place hilly as fuck.
Yeah,
like, bro, there's hills everywhere. When we first pulled in there, we were maybe like 20 minutes away from the shop, dude. My ears, from the time it was 20 minutes to the shop to like basically we got to the shop, my ears probably popped like 5 or 6 times, because you're like driving up this like real long ass hill, and then you're like swooping down now, like down near like a river's edge, because you're basically following in and out of the valley because you're in the Ohio Valley. And dude, my ears were just going crazy, and it was dark as hell. So like I couldn't actually even see really. I just saw like it go dark, like this, bro. Or like this, or like this crazy long down to a right. You're just like,
you'd be driving, bro, up a hill, and then all of a sudden you get to the top, and it's just lights, and you don't see shit, and then all of a sudden you go down, and then all of a sudden see the road. You know what I mean? Like, that's how steep some of these fucking hills are that you're driving around. Back roads too, that are real small, small, bro.
That one back road to Will's house.
If there's 2 cars, and like, dude, it would be a tight fit, bro. But like, at least at night you'd be able to see lights. But during the day, bro, if you're not paying attention and someone's like fucking just whipping down one of these roads, dude,
yeah, you should literally just drive that and honk your horn every 2-3 seconons. Beep, beep, just like 1 steamboat, bam, 2 steamboat, bam. Because dude, that fucking you're basically climbing up this like crazy steep hill up out of the valley up to like the crest. It's like a ridge.
Yeah.
And dude, you're just like, there's all these like hitchbacks and shit, and like just blind as hell turns, and the road's paved, but it's kind of like real lumpy.
Yeah.
And like it's like constantly throwing like the weight off of a tire. So like it's thank you Google Maps for taking me that route.
Yeah, you guys went the back way.
So that's nowhere.
There's a way easier way. There's a way easier way, but it's still, you still go up a pretty steep hill, but like
But the road's properly paved?
It's like a legit road.
Yeah,
it's flat.
Like,
and straightish.
Yeah, and it's less turns, bro.
Oh my god. I mean, hey, it can't be worse than trying to drive through Boston.
I wouldn't know, bro.
Dude.
I haven't had the chance.
The one difference I'm assuming is like there at least you'll have visibility, but I just imagine like cobblestone old ass fucking roads that are just rough as fuck to drive on.
So it's not even that, right? It's the fact that, like, all right, keep in mind, Massachusetts is the first state, right? Like, so this is where everybody lands here, and this is where it all starts. So it starts as villages, and then common roads through villages eventually become actual cobblestone, which eventually evolve into paved road, right? But the problem is that these are the old routes that, like, the Native Americans taught a lot of these people to, like, travel and shit. So they're not laid out in grid patterns. It's like fucking, a whole ton of snakes fucking on the ground.
Like you're at a rave right now, bro.
Like, for real.
Dude, where are the glow sticks, homie?
Like, like, it just literally looks like fucking somebody had a seizure and just drew all over the map and went, that's how we're gonna lay the roads out. Fuck it, this is a 12-way intersection, send it. Like,
that's funny, dude.
This is
I guess
Boston.
This is like, because at that point people were driving so slow when they probably started like the
horse and carriage back then,
dude.
Well, so that's the thing, right? It's like it's an evolution, right? So like it starts out.
You're robbing a bank.
It's just the fucking. It's just the trail that they drove the cows down, and then it became more than just a trail, and then it became now it's like it's the earliest Main Street, and now like it gets worse than that, and all of a sudden you've got
what would be fucking
roads.
great? It sounds like, Sean, like in your area, if you just could get to the point where you could get an escape out of that area as fast as possible while going through like a really fucking complicated section, like Hello Getaway Driver Extreme.
There's a movie about that.
Is there really?
Yeah, there's a movie that's pretty much got like a whole scenario like that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. It's called What Doesn't Kill You. And it's literally about, it's got Mark Ruffalo and Ethan Hawke as the stars. And it's about a couple of kids growing up in Boston who end up working for the mob. And one of them starts to realize how fucking out of control shit's getting. The other like is getting deeper and deeper. And, you know, it starts to culminate with the whole notion of trying to rob an armored truck.
Okay. Yeah.
So
there you go.
Yeah, pretty.
And no doubt that the people that grew up in Boston and were like part of the mob, they're already gonna know what's up.
It's it's a pretty legit story. Apparently, it has a lot of roots in fact from some people who actually grew up.
So it's like a loosely
Boston.
Based.
Yeah, like
true.
It is inspired by true events, sort of situation. But like that's the thing, right? Is like in Boston, we had the Italians and the Irish mobs going on. So like everybody knows the whole Whitey Bulger situation for Boston. Like that's headline news stuff. But we had an Italian mafia working, and Whitey Bulger was actually informing on the Italian mafia, which is what made him such a target that he had his whole deal with the FBI.
Well, what was that movie with Matt Damon and it was like and Leonardo DiCaprio, and it was like all in
The
Boston.
The Departed, dude.
The Departed, yeah, The Departed kid. That's right.
Shit, we watched that at ND with
Boston.
Swaggins, dude. And we heard about Marty, the one-man potty kid.
Jesus, The Departed.
Dude, the fucking memories,
That's an alright
bro.
movie though. I like that
Speaking of
movie.
fucking traveling and memories, bro, what a callback right there, Chris. You called back and you didn't even know it, man, because you reminded me of another trip, dude. The first time we all met.
Dude, I'm gonna say that hopefully, by like 2024, 2025, vaping's still a thing, and we can go to like Germany, bro, for the Hall of Vape. That'd be sick. I've never been to Europe. That's like a continent that I gotta get to. And that's a lot more attainable than like going to Australasia. That's a lot further away. If I want to go to like New Zealand or fucking Australia, that's like
I would love
that's
to go to
dumb
Australia,
far.
bro.
Yeah, I want to go.
I would love to
Australia.
go there, but that's not the next logical step. The next logical step is like the 6-7 hour flight for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess for you going to Europe, it's shorter, but it's not as short as it is for me compared to going to Australia. Because I think when you go to Australia, you fly west. So you're already like 4 hours west of me at least.
Yeah.
And then go into like Europe. You
I'm
were going
closer to
east, so I'm
Russia.
4 hour closest. Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're in Alaska, you can basically see Russia.
Yeah. Which is crazy because whenever you look at a map, they make it look the opposite. You know what I mean? Just because the way they have
Yeah,
the
like
map
it's the furthest
cut.
away.
But then if you like fucking roll that map, you know what I mean?
Or you look at one of those like actual globes, which
Yeah.
I used to love.
Or you look at one of the maps where it's got it like fucking stretched out the 4 ways, and it's like you could see it like multiple times where like all the shit.
Just pull open Google Maps, man. Like nowadays, because like the way that you can zoom like that. Like,
Hey man, I like to kick it old school and look at a map, bro.
Dude,
Tell me that like you didn't ever see like an actual world globe. Okay, spin the world globe, slap your finger on it, and wherever it landed, that's where you're gonna go. Like you didn't have that dream. You'd be playing that. You'd be like, yo, where am I gonna go this weekend? You spin it, you slam it down, and it's like, yo, I'm going to Australia, or like, yo, I'm going to the middle of the ocean. Is there an island here?
Going
and
to
there'd be like a
Yugoslavia.
speck. And you're like, sick, let's go. Yeah, dude.
yeah, see, that was that. I never had that dream.
Oh, Mongolia this weekend, boys. Let's pack it up.
Yeah, that was the thing. Is that it was always like I always saw the gag in
Next
TV
week,
and movies
Dubai.
when they did that, and it was like, bam, I'm in this like I'm in Ethiopia.
Kentucky, damn it.
Yeah, right. Like, damn, Minnesota, hell no.
I'd rather just stay home.
Right, like
Looks like we're going to Newfoundland this weekend.
See, like I would go to Newfoundland.
I gotta
could
go
you
there.
imagine if you had the ability to do shit like that? Like you could literally just fucking bam. All right, pack it up. Let's go.
Dude, if I had a way to travel like instantly, then yes, that would be the way to go. I mean, even for me to fly to Newfoundland, it'd be like, dude, it's probably like 3.5, 4 hours at least.
But here's the thing: you don't have to worry about any of the expenses. You probably have like a fucking private jet or whatever,
I'm saying,
and it's just like
if I was like a billionaire,
that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Like you have the ability to do this
like
shit
that,
without a blink of an eye, and like everything's taken care of, and it's probably fucking like the best trip ever.
Yeah, like if I got the private jet, the private high end car and stuff waiting for me at the end of the runway when I land, like that whole deal. Like yeah, I'm super rich. Absolutely.
Okay, but you know what my fear is though? Just by hearing you guys say this, like I've already started to be like, but at what point will that not be cool anymore? And it'll just be everyday life and it'll be just that same mundane bullshit. It's like, yo, I don't know. That like scared me a little bit.
Well, that's the thing, dude. I never said you had to do it every day. I'm just saying you had the ability to, like, whenever you wanted to, just be like, fuck, this weekend, I want to go here. You know? That would be pretty sick.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, like I mean, you'd literally just be able to.
But
like,
I get
all
what
right,
you're saying too, Chris. Like
we're going to fucking Sweden.
Yeah. Like compared to right now living.
Sean.
Yes.
Dude. Those things right there, bro. That shit, that fucking
Yes, the spark.
Bro, I
learned.
had multiples of those when I was out in Ohio, and I can't find that shit anywhere out here, dude. Anywhere.
No.
For anybody that can't see the video, they're talking about a new Mountain Dew flavor, Mountain Dew Spark, which is
Dude,
what flavor?
Raspberry lemonade.
There you go.
And it's tasty. But I just seen that Buffalo Wild Wings now has a blackberry.
Yeah. A blackberry Mountain Dew flavor at B-Dubs only.
I kind of want
so you
try
have to go
it.
to B-Dubs.
Yeah.
I know. I'm disappointed because I don't think there's a B-Dubs anywhere that's reasonably close to me that I could just go for the excuse of eating wings.
B-Dubs isn't terrible, but I've had a few like real rough experiences there. Like, but it's been with the staff, not the food.
Yeah, the food. So it's like they're not the best wings in the world, but they're not the worst either. Like I like some of their sauces. Some of their sauces are pretty good. That's why I go there.
They do have a lot of good sauces.
Like I like their mango habanero.
I just love options, bro. If I go somewhere and there's like 20 different ones and they make it fresh for that order,
that's the one thing I wish you and Sammy could have fucking done with us, even though Corey probably would have fucked it up and you guys wouldn't have been able to get any bone in.
No, I would have literally told him he was getting 0 if he tried that shit.
But Basil's, bro, because they had gangs of flavors, bro. And I'm talking about shit that I never even thought of before, like chicken and waffle.
Yeah, dude,
like,
that sounds amazing. I'm actually gonna go back
peanut
to
butter
Ohio.
hot.
I think maybe in May.
Dude, the peanut butter hot, dude, were
dude. That sounds delicious. I love pad thai.
It was good, dude. I'm not like a huge like hot. They're a little bit like spicier than I prefer, but like they were good still. Like the peanut,
dude, I
like
love
the
it when you get
like,
heat with flavor, but you can, or you get heat with different flavors. So like peanut butter hot sounds good
because like it's a little bit hotter than I prefer, but like the peanut butter in it like added like nice nuttiness to it.
Yeah, dude,
that
just
shit
like
a little
helps
ranch
along.
too, bro. It was fire.
That's why you get one that's like a hot and honey, and it's like honey mixed with like a nice.
That's why I usually what I'll do is
Ooh.
I'll get like a hot or like a mild, and then I'll get like a honey barbecue or something. So I'll alternate. Like I'll eat like a nice spicy one, then I'll eat like a honey barbecue to kind of get a little sweetness, and then I'll get or like a mango habanero. I have to have like another like sweet or like kind of like not hot wing to kind of chill.
Yeah, you like that compliment flavor. You don't want it just to be heat. I don't want it.
The mango habanero is honestly too hot for me, but I just love the flavor.
Dude, I've had ones before at a wing place. This is probably years ago, and I can't remember which one it is, so I'm not going to say. But they were like garlic parmesan, but they were garlic parmesan, and like this place had like a 5-star rating. Like 5 is hot as fuck, and like 1 is like chill, and it was a 3. And it was like a really nice, flavorful, wing. and it was unique because I don't think I'd ever had like garlic and parmesan on wings that had heat. Sometimes I had those and they're just like the savory ones. There's no like extra like heat.
Maybe a little.
And I was like, yo, these are good. These
Bro, you gotta try these jams that they got over here at the taco place. They're called the Berserk wings, and they're buffalo and Jamaican jerk.
Dude, do they spell berserk BUR?
I don't even remember. I think it's actually BIZ.
Oh, okay,
Berserk.
Dude, I could, man. Listen, here's the thing. I love fucking hot food, right? Hot food is wonderful to eat. I only like hot food when there's good flavors. I don't like hot food just to say that it's hot. So if there's like a well-crafted thing that just happens to have a bunch of Scoville units in it, like I'm gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna mess around. I'm gonna eat that shit. I'm not scared of it. I might be like even getting a rush from eating it.
Dude, there's a certain level I can't.
We've all seen my insanity.
I thrive. Like that's like one of those things that like I get this energy. There's not like the oh my god, this is so hot and you're uncomfortable.
I fucked myself a few times where I've eaten things and like, oh man, this has got really good flavor, and then the heat kicks in, and then I'm just in pain afterwards, and it's just like I don't like that.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
It's like I was like, man, if that wasn't as hot, I would be fucking that up, but I can't do it.
The adrenaline rush for me is so good though. Like,
dude, when you get that snot going and your eyes start to water a bit,
it's like a goddamn runner's high, bro.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I don't enjoy that part, bro.
Yeah, I get
that's not my thing.
Dude, there's a lot of people are like,
more power to you guys though, man. I envy you guys because there's some flavors of like some hot shit that I wish I could eat. So
yeah, like I've got this infused hot sauce, bro.
Do it.
Woo, buddy. Dude, so good. Shit's got like basil and oregano and like all these other nice spices mixed in, so it's not just hot. It's got good flavor. Wings. And each little spoonful is a 5 milligram dosage, and yo, it tastes so bomb. Put that shit on mac and cheese, put that shit on pizza, like, oh.
For real, dude, you like put the wings in the hot sauce, you toss them in a fucking bowl. Then you got to take a spatula, you got to get all that shit out, and you put that on top of mac and cheese. That's the way to do it, because then you're not wasting nothing.
Okay, are you guys a wing dipper? Do you dip your wings in like a blue cheese or a ranch or like a dipping sauce, or do you just go straight wing?
I'll always do like one dip per wing. That's what I'll do.
Depends on
the flavor.
Yeah,
depends on what sauce is on the wing.
Yeah, like barbecues, I might not dip those, obviously. A hot honey, I probably wouldn't dip, but like a buffalo, I'll dip sometimes. Those Berserk wings, I'll dip sometimes, especially because these guys do it's a avocado ranch for the dipping, and it's delicious. It just adds this nice extra little funk from the avocado to your ranch when you dip it. It works well.
See, I use like a dill sauce. A couple of places up here that I go to on any regularity, they have like this dill sauce, and it's nice because it's just a creamy dill. And with something hot, it just like kind of like really smooths that out for you, and it just like adds to the flavor of everything. And you're just like,
about that.
Yeah, you're not going to use that dill sauce, are you sure? Because I'll even dip my fries in that, homie.
Dude, I'm a ranch guy, and I dip like every bite.
Oh, see, I love me some ranch.
And it doesn't really matter what the flavor is, unless it's like something sweet, you know, like if it's something like, you know, like I wouldn't have dipped those fucking chicken and waffle wings. I ate that shit as it was because it literally tastes like
might dip that shit in some maple syrup.
Oh, there's maple syrup.
Oh, dude, I did that shit. I'd be like, what's the sweetest hot sauce you have? Bring that out on the side. Let's go.
But like anything else, like a fucking, I'll dip barbecue. I don't care. That shit's delicious. I'll dip fucking hot.
See, I don't ever eat barbecue wings. I'll always like the lowest I'll always get would be like hot. Like I don't think that I'd ever even get medium.
I'm a barbecue sauce fan. I just really like when I eat chicken, like if I get chicken nuggets or like a fucking chicken fingers or chicken tenders or something, I like barbecue sauce.
See, I'll use like blackened ranch from Popeyes, or I'll use
I'm
like
not a ranch
sweet
guy.
And sour.
I'll dip my fries in it though. I'll dip fries in ranch, but I dip my chicken in barbecue sauce. I'm one of those guys.
Yeah. Do you get the spicy chicken ever if you go to
Oh yeah.
Popeyes?
I don't go to Popeyes that
Oh.
often, just
Okay.
because like my dad's a KFC guy, so it's like I've always ate KFC, but I don't
Oh,
really
I
go and
think the
get chicken on
Popeyes
my
has
own.
better chicken than KFC, but that's just opinion, I think.
I don't think KFC has that great of chicken. to be
KFC's
honest.
Yeah, okay.
chicken.
I
is
honestly-
not-
Yeah, it's not very
honestly,
good.
The chicken I prefer mostly is from like the delis at some of the grocery stores out here.
Yeah,
'Cause that
bro.
shit's always like
They're
10
always
times
really
better.
good there. That's
It's
true.
always super moist and like the breading
So
on it's
what
nice
you know
and
what's really
crispy.
crazy too is like if you go to a Wendy's and you get like the premium chicken sandwiches, those
Dude,
are
I
actually
like
pressure cooker fried.
That's the only thing I like from Wendy's is I like their chicken sandwiches. I don't really like their burgers that much, and I'm not a fan of their fries, but their chicken sandwiches are pretty
Dude,
fire.
spicy chickens from Wendy's are legit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
Mhm.
that's the
Yeah.
only thing I would get, bro. Well, no, honestly, here's the fucking thing that I used to do. It's kind of similar to like a McGangbang from McDonald's, but with the junior bacon cheeseburger or whatever from Wendy's, and you put a fucking spicy chicken in it.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Did
just
you know
fire.
that you can actually add like hamburger patties to anything? Like I know that you just said that you don't really
Yeah,
like
I
Wendy's
found out about
burgers.
that after we started doing that, but it's just like the bacon cheeseburger. With you don't get the bacon if you just add the patty.
I mean, at the end of the day, like
Yeah,
you
no,
just
that's
go
true.
get a
You get a
good
bigger patty.
cheeseburger.
That's why I was just.
Oh,
was
you get a
curious
bigger
if you-
patty if you add the
Yeah,
patty?
you would get the same one that would be on like a Dave's single. So you get that bigger patty. Then like the one that's on like a JBC, it's like that small.
I see.
Yeah.
Smart move.
But I mean, at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
I'm
I
still
mean, no
not
matter what,
really-
you're gonna be full.
Yeah.
It's gonna taste.
I would get 2 of each. I get 2 junior bacons, 2 McChickens, and then just put them together and tear it down.
Yeah, and that McChicken's
And then you
not
get your
the-
mixture of whatever sauces you know, whatever dipping sauces you like, because this is something you do when you're stoned. So
I just get mayo. That's
my
it,
buddy was
just mayo.
no. I said fuck no mayo on any of my shit. I don't
Yeah,
like
dude.
mayo.
Honestly, like I'm
Uh,
gonna say that not having mayonnaise on a chicken sandwich doesn't even make sense. I wouldn't even eat it. Like that's like
I'm a
how
mustard
strong
guy.
I am. Now that see, that's so strange to me. I've never once thought
Yeah.
of doing that in my
I
life.
just you know my
All right, so
I know you don't
mayo,
like
though.
mayonnaise, but like you like ranch. So I was like, yo, even if you like covered it, it was like Asiago ranch.
No,
so
see,
you got
like,
like a different
I would even
cheese
put see because there's times I'd do barbecue sauce, bro.
So that would be my next question, right? Is in that chicken sandwich, is that chicken coated or is that chicken dry?
No,
No,
it's
it's breaded.
it's a breaded.
Because like
spicy
when it's
chicken.
dry, when it's a dry chicken, then yes, I agree with Uncle Chris. Like mayo, absolutely. But if
No,
like
I'd
we
put
take that
barbecue
same
sauce.
breaded chicken and then we dip it in like a barbecue, then yeah,
Sometimes-
no, I'm gonna eat that shit without any mayo on it.
Yeah,
I don't think
sometimes-
I would ever put barbecue sauce.
Like if
and
it was
mayonnaise on
or
it.
like a buffalo
Yeah.
chicken sandwich, I'm not gonna put mayo on a buffalo chicken sandwich.
No, but I probably put ranch.
Yeah, I might put
Yeah,
or
I
some
would do
blue
that.
cheese.
No, I didn't fuck with.
I'm
blue cheese,
not
but
really the biggest blue cheese.
I would put
guy.
ranch
I
on a
fuck-
buffalo
I fucks
chicken
with some
sandwich
blue
for
cheese
sure,
heavy.
though. Yeah, I'm with you on that though. Ranch on a buffalo chicken for sure. But I'm just not a mayonnaise guy, so like I've always either gone with like mustard or like barbecue sauce on my chicken sandwiches. Like if it's a spicy chicken, sometimes most of the time I'll kind of go with mustard because it gives it that little zing with the spice. You know what I mean?
All right, well, we've gone into this direction, so now I'm just going to ask this question. Where does everybody stand on dipping pizza in ranch?
Fuck it, I love it. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
fucking
cool
love
with
dude.
it. I'm cool with it. I don't.
I'm a
use
Cali guy.
ranch.
It's a Cali thing. I feel.
Dude, like, I love dipping pizza in ranch, and I'm actually known to even be lazy sometimes, and rather
I
than
pour it
dip
on
it,
it.
I'll just put the ranch on top and then
Yeah.
eat it that way. 'Cause,
and then
like,
you just fold it, and then
Yeah.
you get a nice little fucking river of ranch down the center.
that's it. I ain't got time
Ranch
for dipping,
River, baby.
Yeah, dude, give me that ranch river on my pizza, bro. Fuck it.
Mhm.
And then you get the fucking ranch for the fucking crust, or like the breadsticks, or whatever else you got rocking with it.
Yep.
See, I'd
Yeah,
rather
dude.
use like most places have like a creamy garlic dipping sauce, and I'd rather use that.
No, so you do that,
The
and then
ranch.
into the ranch, and then eat it. And it's-
Exactly.
No, I just rather just that. Not
See,
ranch.
and
Yeah, I'll do
also,
both.
I like to order garlic on my pizza anyway.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
My garlic's already there, and then I can dip my ranch, and I'm still
Fuck, I
garliced
want
out.
I know, but
I
it's
want
like a
pizza and
creamy
wings now,
sauce,
damn it.
boys. It's not like fucking. It's not. It's almost the exact same thing. It just doesn't have that ranch necessarily. But
I know,
it's,
but
it's
I
the
like
same
ranch.
vibe.
I'm the guy. Like, I know a lot of it's polarizing. People say no pineapple on pizza. I will eat Hawaiian pizzas and dip that bitch in ranch.
I
Yes,
don't do
pineapples
Hawaiian.
and ranch. I'm okay with it.
I'm not
Everything
really
you
a
just said
Hawaiian
there is
guy.
gross for me.
Black olives, fuck yeah.
Yep.
I'll put ranch
Black
on that
olives,
shit.
got
I'll
it.
put ranch on any pizza, pretty much.
Yo, barbecue chicken. Yep. Buffalo chicken.
Oh, when you can get the
Yep.
buffalo chicken on
Alfredo
a
too,
pizza,
bro. If you ever had an
that might be
Alfredo
good.
pizza,
Yep,
put some
Alfredo
ranch on that
pizza.
shit. It's
Yep.
delicious.
About them all. About them all. Although I haven't done it on a breakfast pizza, I'll be honest.
I wouldn't
Honestly,
do it on a
I don't know how many
pizza.
breakfast pizzas
I would
I've
probably
ever
put
had.
hot sauce on a breakfast pizza.
Hot sauce on a breakfast pizza.
Where are you getting breakfast pizzas? I've never even had one.
Dude, you've never had a breakfast
You've
pizza,
never had a
bro?
breakfast pizza, bro?
What is it, like
Banging.
a tortilla and you put like
No,
scrambled
it's-
eggs
no,
and
it's
cheese?
pizza
Actual
crust.
pizza.
But you like just put breakfast toppings on it.
Yeah,
Like,
they'll
you get,
usually
your
use
egg or whatever.
like a cheddar cheese sauce instead of a red sauce, and then they'll be like crumbled scrambled eggs, crumbled bacon, shit like that on top, with like more cheese on that, and then baked in the oven, and you got fucking breakfast
dude, you know what else I put on that?
I might try that.
Some country gravy, son.
pizza.
sausage gravy,
Make
bro.
like a biscuits and
Oh,
gravy
Oh,
style.
dude. Oh, Sean. Oh, man. In Ohio, we went to Bob Evans and I got biscuits and gravy, and I was just like in heaven, bro.
And then the
I was like,
weekend I
yo.
came home, bro, I got to have some homemade too. Sick. I had it twice.
So
Weekends
good,
in a
dude.
row.
I actually have some ground sausage in the freezer. I might like treat myself at some point in the next couple weeks,
Dude.
month.
Yeah, because
I just
call
thought
back to
about it.
earlier with inflation, yo, the fucking bacon is expensive as fuck right now.
Dude, I just thought about it too. I'm going to make myself a waffle breakfast sandwich right now. Because we got some ground sausage and we made some, sausage patties.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
freezer, prepackaged a couple patties, you know what I mean? Grab one of those puppies, throw it in the pan, make myself a waffle. Then pour my egg into the waffle maker. And then make that into dude, it's
Egg
a
waffle. Oh shit. Okay, next level. Egg waffle.
And then I'm gonna see if we have any hash browns.
Oh, I know that I have hash browns because I actually made one this morning. I made a hash brown, 4 pieces of bacon, 2 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, and dude, I was just like, yo,
I wonder if we
heaven, bro.
If we have hash browns though, the only thing that's gonna suck is they're gonna be like the little fucking like
The patty.
pressed fucking patty one.
Oh yeah, dude, that's 100%. Like I'd like a
I
McDonald's.
would much
style
rather just
knockoff.
have like the bag of just like shredded hash browns that I could
See,
just
I don't
put
like
in there.
shredded hash browns.
No, because this is the thing though, because I want to make it in the form of the waffle. You know what I mean? So like I could just spread it out in the waffle iron, crisp it down, and then make a waffle hash brown.
Yeah, no, I get it. I can see why you'd want
That's
to do
why
that.
I'd want it here. But
don't
I
like
do
those.
enjoy like the pre-shaped, like
Yeah, or
So
like I
just-
just like chunks of potato.
Just
Yeah.
put 2 of those patty ones into the waffle maker.
The thing is they're too small for my waffle iron, bro. I got a pretty decent sized waffle iron.
Well,
Well,
then
you
make
don't
it
need
3.
it to take up the whole. Like, could you eat it with waffle as well? You just like start cooking it, then pour the waffle into it, and then you have like waffle with the home fried or whatever you want to call it.
I guess
hash
I could
brown.
do that. I could just put the hash brown in the waffle.
It'd probably be fucking good, bro.
Well, because I've done that before with like sausage and bacon.
I mean, I just took fucking tater tots last week,
Dude,
chopped
this is
them
what
up
I
and
could
mixed
do,
them into
bro.
an omelet.
This is what I could do is I could just like kind of cook the fucking hash brown, you know what I mean? And then crumble it into the waffle.
Dude,
And
and then
that-
crumble some scrambled eggs into the waffle.
And then, I could just literally crumble
Whoa.
everything into the waffle.
Yes.
Yeah, but you'd probably have to cook it in stages though, like slight stages, because I don't think
I'll
that
put the
everything
egg
would be
in
ready at
last.
the same time. Yeah,
I'll put the egg in I'll put the sausage in for. Well, no, because what I'll do is I'll pre-cook everything. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
then,
and then
just
just
put it
hammer it
into
in
the
there.
waffle after.
then
you
you're
know
good.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a crazy good waffle. See?
But here's the thing: what do you put on top? Syrup would be good still.
yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
syrup
going
would
to
still be
bang
good.
on that.
Syrup on any of those things on my plate,
but
I'm not
here-
gonna be
I
like, oh,
wouldn't
I'm not
put-
eating this. It's
This
got
this
syrup
would
on
be
it.
the thing. This would be the one time I would skip putting peanut butter on my waffle though, because I don't know how the egg and the peanut butter would go together.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the
that'd be-
weirdest.
that'd
All
be
right,
weird.
so I'm gonna argue that like you
That'd
put
be-
egg into a lot of baked goods, and
No, but I'm
then-
just saying like
so it's
chunk
same
of
ingredients.
egg.
I get it,
Yeah,
but I'm
it'd be like
saying
chunks
same
of
ingredients at the
scrambled.
end of the day. I don't
They
think
all go to the same spot. I get that.
Yeah, I don't even think you'd notice.
Oh, fuck it. You know what I would do? I would throw some jelly on that bitch, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would not. I'd just put maple syrup.
I'd throw like, dude. Here's the thing, though. I got fucking 4 corners out this waffle, man. I could do 4 different ways on each fucking slice.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you could try different toppings.
Yeah,
good call.
dude. Throw a little butter
cheese
on
in
one, a
one.
little fucking jam on one. Yeah, cheese. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, throw cheese in the waffle.
Oh, dude, like ultimately, you can make a.
Dude, I wonder if
smorgasbord
we
in
have
one
any
waffle.
extra country gravy.
Oh, now that's a unique way to make a waffle. You make a fucking biscuits and gravy waffle with country gravy over
Well,
your
we
waffle.
talked
like
about
that.
it before, bro,
Oh,
and I think I
man.
finally want to do this.
Get it?
If I don't do
shit,
that,
yeah.
if I don't do it today, I'm gonna try to do it before the next one. I don't talk about
That's one of those things.
it.
Like
I'm getting hungry now.
I need to just like have my camera systems all set up in the kitchen, and like whenever we come up with some crazy shit like this and we start doing them, we need to just like be filming.
I
that
should.
shit.
I'll put if I do this, bro. I'll record it and
Like,
I'll send it to you. And
that's
we'll
some
throw it up on the
content for
We'll
the
throw it up
people.
on the Patreon.
You know, let them see how we do that. Oh man,
Let
I'm
people
doing.
critique my cooking skills because I do not cook very often.
Hey man,
But when I
bachelor
do, I
cooking
try
is
to
still
cook.
cooking.
But when I do, I try to throw down a little bit. And here's the thing. This is the one thing. I don't know if you guys are like this, but this is how I am when I'm in the kitchen. I clean as I go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
'cause
use
you don't,
something
you
and
end
put
up
it
with a
away.
huge mess.
You know what I mean? I'm done with something. I rinse it out, put it in the sink. You know what I mean? That way I'm not fucking done cooking and then have this huge fucking mess to clean up like after I'm done eating and don't want to do nothing. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's key. It's key. Although I will say,
Most
it
of the
can
time
be
it
a
looks
pain
like
in
I
the
was
ass.
never there after I was done. You know what I mean? That's my goal after I'm done and being in the kitchen. Okay. Does it look like I was here? No? Cool. I'm out.
Yeah, I won. It tasted good, and I did not leave a mess.
Yeah, I was never
won.
here. Dude, because there's a lot of times I'd cook late at night. Like when everybody, like in my like old house, like both my old houses, because like the bedrooms were like a lot further from the fucking kitchen. And like our new house is pretty like open, so like noise travels pretty far. So I don't want to be in there like banging pots and pans. But anyways,
Yeah.
I'd be in there like late at night, fucking chefing it up with like random shit. Not really chefing it up, usually microwaves. But
I get what you're saying.
I've eventually upgraded to the fucking stovetop and maybe the oven from time to time. Nowadays, I just throw shit in the air fryer.
I was gonna say this is where the air fryer is wonderful because you can grab your chicky nugs, throw them in
Dude,
the air fryer, and 15 minutes later they're perfect.
I walked out of in the kitchen the other day. My dad's out there and he's fucking got the air fryer going. I was like, "What you had in there?" He's like, "Chicken patty." I was like, "I'll toss one in there for me." All right. He actually fucking
Please?
yeah, and he hands me the one that he was making for himself. He's like, "Here, take this one." I was like, "Fucking solid, man." Gave me the fresh hot one. He's gonna sit there and wait for the next one. It's like,
What a dad.
What you're a dude, man. You're a real dude, bro.
Yeah, man, that's good. That's class. That's straight class. Yeah, yo. Like, I've
Picked
done
him up
some-
a fresh cardo this week.
Oh,
Got him a little cookies and cream action to help him go nighty night.
ooh.
Live resin, of course.
See, I love those stories. You know, people who.
I need to ask him if he tried it or not, because I want to try it. I just want to taste it.
People who are finding cannabis and using it like that and finding exactly what they need is super cool.
And they last him a good amount of time, man, because he doesn't like use it all the time. He's not like us, just using it all the time, just like letting all ripped. He takes his 1 or 2 hits fucking right before he, like 10-20 minutes before he goes to sleep, and he says it helps, man. So as long as it's helping, I'll continue to fucking grab him for him.
It's awesome. Like I know, it's always cool when I see like the little old ladies who come in and they're picking up like gummies and shit so they can go to sleep at night, and you're like, aw, look at you, you're getting into the weed game.
Good for you.
But it's cool, right? Because, like, that little old lady goes back to Bridge, and when they all start bitching about how they can't get, any good sleep, she goes, oh, well, Gladys told me to go down to that little dispensary place and try these little edibles, gummy thingies, and I eat one every night, and I sleep like a baby. Next thing you know, you get the whole damn Bridge Club showing up at the dispensary like, we want those sleepy gummies.
Gladys said that it makes everything go away.
Exactly, dude. And it's like, it breaks the stigma because now, like, Christmas time comes and it's like, so how you been, Grandma? Oh, well, I've been eating these marijuana gummies and I feel great.
I just need to find something that can help my mom with some, like, her anxiety and stress that doesn't, like, because she doesn't want to be high. You know what I mean? She doesn't like that feeling, but I want to help find something that, like, like a good, like, CBD, CBG, CBN sort of mixture that could help her out.
I actually
with those, they're not gonna, like, if you know of something that might.
I actually have the product in mind. I know the manufacturer myself personally. Bay State Hemp Company. They create a product called Relax, and it's exactly what you just asked for: 50% CBD, 25% CBN, and 25% CBG. And its whole point is just to relax you and give you a sense of well-being.
Well, I might have to try to get a hold of some of this stuff.
Yeah, it's a pretty great product, and it's from a pretty great guy too. He definitely knows what he's doing. He knows manufacturing of vape products specifically. So to make a vape cartridge and a
and it's a vape too. That would be cool because you could just take like a little hit.
Yeah, he also makes it in a tincture form. But yeah, he makes.
I think she'd probably prefer the vape. I don't know if she's really like, but like I know the tincture's more effective though.
Tinctures will definitely be fast. Well, they'll both be quick. I mean,
yeah.
At the end of the day.
But we all know how like that all works. But yeah, dude, either way.
Yeah, it's a good product. And I mean, obviously, I respect the man behind the product, so that also pays. When you have a guy who's that respectable and has done great things for.
Yeah, it makes people like that easy to support. I think
exactly.
You know who else is easy to support?
I always try to do.
That's like a really cool dude. The guy that makes this liquid I'm vaping on that I hear just drops the new ones too. But this LCBC and this fucking what's this dwarf is fucking banging, bros.
Oh shit, bro.
Dude, I actually really enjoyed LCBC out of the Pulse.
It's nice and like a restricted sort of direct lung situation, man. I think it thrives personally.
I'm excited for the new drop.
Dude, I'm vaping this and all I'm thinking about is the lemon custard, bro. I was like, oh, I can't wait.
Dude, I'm vaping it right now.
Like
I know you are.
Like, honestly, like
I've blown through a bottle almost.
The apricot cornbread is the one that excites me the most because it's such a unique profile.
Dude, not only that, but
I'm vaping it right now too.
Dude, the AC3 I'm interested in, by the way, is an apple caramel cream custard. I'm excited about that one too because I used to like a few like apple custard flavors. Like Harvest is like one that I really enjoy, which is like kind of like an apple butterscotch, but like an apple caramel with a little creamy custard action would be pretty tasty, I think.
Yep. I agree.
I'm excited to hear a bunch of people's feedback, to be honest with you.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing them, checking them out myself because, dude, just knowing what's in the whole line so far, knowing what you've done, I'm excited for anybody who is into the e-liquid scene and wants some of this. You need to go check it out. Head on over UncleChrisTestingGrounds.com.
Yeah, use code Shedtime.
Yeah, cool. And if you're a Patreon, then go scroll through the code messages.
Like
there's a little hinty poo about what you can do to save $1 or $2.
Oh, I see what you did there. I like that.
Yeah, you like that?
I try to continue to rhyme, but
like literally the savings. If you were planning on making an order, depending on what order you made, like it might pay for multiple months of your Patreon membership and still save money.
Yeah, and it's worth it, man.
I'm trying to
It's
keep,
so
you know, I'm trying to take care of the people that are taking care of us. So that's why
Absolutely.
it's definitely a boosted one.
And in these trying times, we could all save a buck or two. That's for sure. So, you know, definitely check that out if that's something you guys are interested in. And you can head on over to the Patreon via our website if you'd like to go support us. It's shedtimepodcast.com. Oh, yeah. Gotta love the announcer voice.
It's never a
to,
bad voice.
I need to
Shedtime
queue up.
podcast.
Dude, I'll tell you guys what. I took a fucking week off concentrates this week after coming back from good old punk rock Solar Fox's house because we went so hard, and I was just like doing the good old Dynasnaps out the Dynavap, and I'll tell you what, man, these dabs have been fucking putting it to me, bro. I had to take a dab nap yesterday, bro. Got a little too high. You know what I mean? One of them ones. But I did come home and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just throw a fatty. You know, sometimes you throw a fatty and then you take a little nappy. You know what I mean?
Hash naps are sometimes a beautiful thing.
But dude,
they're
I
also,
did wake up nice and rested afterward, and I was just like, yeah.
They're also scary though, bro. Because sometimes you fall asleep on a hash nap and you wake up and you're like, oh my god, what fucking day is it?
Or dude, you wake up and you don't realize how long you've been asleep. You go, oh shit, it's been 4 hours.
Yeah, I thought that was 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I was just resting my eyes. I
set an
swear.
alarm and everything.
Damn it. Yep. Sometimes them hash naps will get you. Oh
Sometimes
man,
you need them, you know.
This animal gas is getting me. It's whoo, all behind the eyes right now. I'm like trying so hard to keep them open.
Some newer stuff this week that like I was kind of like, I don't know, I was iffy on because the price, I didn't know. But I was talking to the old bud tender. It sounded like you had some experience with some of the products. Actually, pretty cool guy. Shout outs to whoever you are. I forgot what your name was. My bad. But dude, I picked up this. What is this? Connecticut is what it's called. Concentrates, and this is a lemon cherry gelato. It's some diamonds, and dude, the price on this was like something I was like, I don't know. I was kind of skeptical, but it was like a $23 gram of some diamonds. And I was like, I don't know, man. But he's talking about it. He's like, dude, honestly, like, I grabbed some. It's testing at like 87% or something like that. He's like, and dude, he's like, it's holding up pretty much with like the Stizzy brand stuff that I've been buying. And dude, I actually took a pretty fat one of this when I first got home. And this was the one that put me to into my my dab nap coma for a couple hours. And dude, it's super tasty, bro. Definitely get those like lemony, like kind of cherry terpene sort of feels from it, and really enjoyed that. And then I got some pink lemonade. I honestly kind of bought this one just because the packaging's kind of dope, and it's sounded like a pretty tasty a terpene profile, but it's some CES. Got like this dope like fucking brain looking guy on it. But it's some pink lemonade. It's kind of like a nice like sugary sort of live rosin consistency. This one's testing it at like an 84%. But dude, this one on the nose, bro, has got like some funk to it. You know what I mean? When you smell it, but then when you dab it, you do get like that kind of like pink lemonade-y kind of fruitiness with a little bit of that funk at the same time. Pretty
Sounds
good
divine,
stuff, dude. Yeah, and this was a pretty decently priced one too, around like that $28-30 mark. I gotta say, Cali's got it going pretty good out here. And then of course I picked up some papayas, man, because some papayas are always good. Some papaya punch and some white papaya from the old Stizzy brand, of course, because I had to treat myself a little bit. But anyways, yeah, dude, I'm always stoked to try out some new brands and see what they got going on. And sometimes you stumble across some gems.
I'm flabbergasted by those price points. That's goddamn.
And that's the rec prices too. So I can only imagine what like the medical discounted pricing is on some of the stuff. You know what I mean? And not only that, but they do have access to like some better stuff depending on the locations and stuff like that.
But you guys have like a pretty good tax on top of that, right? Like it's not like you're out the door paying $23. You end up paying about 30.
Something like that. It's dependent because a lot of times, dude, like I don't remember what it was today because I ended up having like they have like this reward system where I literally had like $12 in rewards that I was like, yeah, just throw that in there and take the fucking that pretty much covered my tax on most of it, I think.
Yeah, because California is like 30% if I remember correctly.
Here, actually, I could tell you right now. Let me pull up my receipt.
I know that today the guy's like, yo, he's like, you got $27 in rewards. He's like, you want to use that? I'm like, hell no. I'm saving up for something special.
Right here.
I don't know what it is, but I'm saving up for something special.
Tax was state, county, and city sales tax was $34.54 on my whole order. So yeah, I'd say about 30%.
Yeah. It's just nice when you're paying 30% tax on a $25, $30 product.
Yeah, like a solidly
$70 to $90 product.
You know, and it's like good quality stuff too, which is crazy because they do have like, you know, the higher priced stuff in there. Like there's some in there that they had that was like 60, you know, whatever. But of course, those ones are sometimes they're that price because of the branding. Sometimes they're that price because they are really like, you know, some really super high quality stuff. You know, it's just dependent on what it is. Because, dude, I was actually talking to the guy because they have this packaging in there where it's literally like looks like a little fucking like bomb, like you drop from like an old school plane or whatever. And at the top, it's got like a glass globe that holds your nugs in it. And you open it up and it's got like rolling papers and like all kinds of shit in it. But like he's like, yeah, honestly, he's like, I think it's overpriced because you're pretty much just paying for the packaging. He's like, the flour's pretty good, but like, it's pretty expensive.
It might be like worth grabbing once, and then you grab the other stuff that has not as cool packaging, and you just kind of put it in there. It's like your storage, your setup, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty much what you're doing. You're pretty much just buying the cool packaging.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like I knew people, dude, that whenever a new video game came out, you could like pre-order like the regular edition. There'd be like another edition, and then there'd be like
there'd be
max
like the
edition
epic one where it came with like some limited.
There'd be like a
edition,
busk or something like that.
Like
I remember when Halo came out, a bunch of my friends. Yeah, they got like I can't remember what it was even called, but it was the one that came with like the actual like busk of like a Halo, like
the Master
Chief helmet
edition.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, yo, you guys are fucking dumb. I used to buy the middle of the road because the middle of the road would always come with like some sort of cheap figurine, but it would come with like a metal case. And I would always break the cases, and I was like, yo, this is kind of pimp. So I have like Halo, you know, like 3 in a metal case, and Halo Reach, and like a bunch, some Call of Duties and stuff back in the good old days of Xbox 360.
Yeah, when people still actually had a physical disc.
Game, yeah,
you had to.
Now, dude, everything I just have is downloaded on my fucking computer.
Yeah, it's man, amazing. Me too.
It's like, it's crazy. Like, you can even have these console systems and never buy a game. It's all
you just can do it all through online.
The cloud, like
the last 3 games I've got on my Switch, I just downloaded from the Nintendo shop.
It's amazing where we're at in life now, you know, like. And now we pay extra because we want a physical piece of hardware. Like, you have to go to these retro game stores and pay like $50 to $80 for a game that back in the day cost us $15.
Well, dude, it's crazy because, dude, games now are like $60, $70. I remember when they used to be like $40 for like the new game. Now it's like they just keep going up further and further. And depending on what one you're getting, like Chris was saying, shit, you're spending like, you know, $100 for a game that you could originally buy for $60. But
dude, at least, man. Like, I remember even back when Halo 3 came out, my friends got those with like the busk. Dude, they were like, they probably would have been $300+ USD at the time. And this is like going back to like 2000 and what?
You'd be paying as much for the game as you did for the console almost.
Right?
Yeah, dude.
And all because you wanted to have that collector's bust.
I should like message them like after
Like,
we're
you
done the
still
show.
have
Be
it?
like, yo, you still got that?
Yeah.
It's like, how cool is that? Like stored in your garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
are
you know
you
he doesn't have it displayed in his house because his wife won't allow it.
are you
Yeah.
pleased with that investment 10 years later?
How did that hold up?
Yeah.
Because I can still play my game. It's worth every bit of what I paid for it.
Should have bought an NFT.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. NFTs.
If only they had existed when that
Such
was
a
a
wild
thing.
time. Oh,
Yep.
dude, if they did, I'd either be like just out of them because I'm broke as fuck, or I'd be rich as hell. At this point.
Yeah, craziness. But we could play the what if game all night, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah, we don't need. We could do a whole episode on what ifs. To be honest, we'll just get high as fuck at the beginning, and then be like, "What if this?" And we'll just
Dude.
have an episode.
We'd be here for hours.
That'd be a fun episode.
That actually would be a fun episode. Coming
Dude.
to an episode near you.
Patrons, send us some what ifs.
Yeah,
Yes.
for reals.
Yes, we'll get to those. Get some what if questions popping. This could be fun. Shit, I like it. And we are coming down to the end of the wire, so I'm gonna send it to the boys. So go ahead and sign out. And Uncle Chris, you're up.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Just remember what we were talking about pretty close off the top of the show. We're doing a Patreon giveaway. So anybody that's a patron of ours, you're going to get the opportunity to get in on this giveaway. And there's still time. So I think the earliest it would be is a week after you could have heard this episode. We'll be running it on the following episode. That's the earliest, but it's nothing set in stone yet. So feel free to go over and check it out. Like I said, if you're also going to just order any of my liquid at UncleChrisTestingGrounds.com, use the coupon code Shedtime. But if you were going to order from there, just think about it and maybe go over and scoop up our Patreon. And you'll get a coupon code once you're a member. And it'll basically save for your monthly membership for a while. Like you'll be good. So yeah, you can check all that out at the shedtimepodcast.com. I think the only other things I'm going to say is that you can check me out on Tuesday nights on KBTV's YouTube channel for Mixing It Up. Just 4 dudes mixing e-liquid. And then you can check out the 3 of us on Friday nights on Frames Jank the Vapors YouTube channel at 8 o'clock. And it's just a chill back, kick out time where we just enjoy each other's company and we just happen to speak a little bit about vape stuff and have fun. So check that out. And then I think because I did it in opposite order, I'm done. So I will now say, live your best life. James, take it away.
I just got to point out that you just mixed up chilled out and kicked back.
Yes,
Did I really?
Yeah, it was the best thing ever, bro.
Dude,
Hopefully the listeners caught it because I've been dying this whole time trying to hold it in, letting you finish, bro. But anyways, shout outs to all the patrons. If you guys have not gone over there, go check it out because like Sean said, that's how we're going to be doing these giveaways now, man, because I feel like the people that are supporting us should be getting a little something extra from us as well. So not only do you get the extra content that's you get to see these beautiful faces if you're tuning in over there on the Patreon, but you also can enjoy the podcast for free anywhere else. If you guys want to just listen to us, we do appreciate you guys, all the Shedheads out there. Like Chris said, you can check the 3 of us on Friday on the YouTubes if you want to get a double dose. If you're not getting enough of us here on the podcast, you can watch us on my YouTube channel on Fridays. Do some reviews there, randomly throughout the week too. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in some vape products. Other than that, we'll be here doing the thing in the shed every Sunday, but you guys will listen to it on Mondays. And I'm going to end it as I always do, sending out positive vibes, crisp high fives. And as always, let's just shed time our faces off. And I got to say, I'm shed timed out right now, boys. Sean.
I hear that. I am fried. I definitely got the munchies because of our fucking food talk, so I'm excited to go make a snack.
I'm chilled back and kicked out, bro.
Yo, I am so kicked out. It is the best. And so, yeah, guys, with that, I'm just going to tell you, if you go to shedtimepodcast.com, you can connect to everything. You can find our merch. You can find the Patreon. You can find all of our past episodes, and you can find even some additional content. Yeah, plus links to the sponsors and so much more. It's definitely worth going over there. So check it on out. And, yeah, you can even find the green room over there. Yeah. Even that's a thing. So with that, I'm going to bring it to a close like I always do and tell you, don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool. Don't be a dick. And whatever it is that you do, be sure to have some fun. It's the Shedtime Podcast, and we're about to roll on up and roll on out.
Dynavap, Dynavap, Dynavap. Looking to cut the cord on your dry herb vape? Dynavap. Trying to get the best taste from your herb? Dynavap. Ready to take your sesh to the next level? Then meet Dynavap, the best way to vape your flower or concentrate. Concentrates? That's right, your flower or hash can be vaped using Dynavap. Check out Dynavap.com to learn more. That's Dynavap.com. Lose the ash? Dynavap.
What's going on, Shedheads? It's your boy Frames Janklin. Are you looking to step up your match game or have a raw copper, brass, or stainless mod or RDA that you're absolutely tired of polishing? Then you need to go and hit up my man Ashton at Palmer's Powders. He does some absolutely amazing powder coating work. He offers many different colors and finishes at an absolutely killer price. This man is taking powder coating to a whole new level, and he can make your setup an absolute masterpiece. You can go follow him over on Instagram at Palmer's Powders, and you can go check out pricing on his website, palmerspowders.com. That's palmerspowders.com. And as always, let's just vape on, Shedheads.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sean Tyven, the Angry Hippie, and I'm back at it again. We're here today to talk about Unicorn Vapes Inc., a fantastic Canadian company who's making outstanding vape hardware. If you're looking for a fantastic, high-quality mechanical device or an excellent RDA, and you're looking for it at a fantastic and affordable price, look no further than Unicorn Vapes Inc. You can get your Unicorn Vapes Inc. products at areliquid.com. That's areliquid.com. Check them out today.
I want you to think of your favorite rebuildable right now. Yeah, okay, so you have a layer cake in your hand, and now you're about... Oh, sorry, yeah, that's not everyone's favorite. That's just mine. So think of your favorite rebuildable atomizer. Think about how good of a vape it produces for you. Now, take that and amplify it. And the way that you amplify that is you put in some Breezestone coils. Breezestone coils are handcrafted in Adelaide, Australia. They're made from some of the finest quality wire that you can get. I believe it's wire Buddha. You take those coils, you take them out of that phenomenal packaging that clearly shows how much care that Adam puts on the quality of his coils and the insurance that you get them in good shape. You put them in that favorite RDA, and guess what? You have coils that now sing better than Celine Dion. Go check out Breezestone coils. You can find them on localvape.com and also steelvalleyvapors.com. Solid.
Oh shit, dude. This shit's got
Dude, I was like,
dying,
yo, you just gotta end this St. James right now. He's fucking dying.
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh my god, Chris, I love you, man. You fucking cracked me up, man. Oh,
Kicking out.
kicked out and chilled back, bro.
Maybe I did that on purpose.
I don't know if he
so,
did, bro, but
dude,
I caught it and I was like, wait, did he just say what I thought he said? That's cool.